Good evening, kindred, and welcome to the Oxford by Night, our Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition story. Today, episode 15, as we like to call it, the new beginning. My name is Game Master Virtuoso. I will storytell this story. With me, there is Theo the Red Eyes, portrayed by Jan. Clone, Tremere. Katherine Harrow, La Sombra, ex-prince. One and only crazy-eyed George. Malkavian. Both of those characters are portrayed by Valeria and Vasilis.
Hi.
Hello again.
Rose Hathaway, a fledgling of the Toriad, portrayed by Rachel.
There again.
I'm sure you don't need to remind of them, but I'm also sure that it's crucial. The night is bright. Flashes of cars, shouts, police calls, sounds of struggle, and this smell in the air that's rising around Oxford. Even you, in stress and anger, cannot walk around this city without acknowledging it. It slowly starts to rain, yet it doesn't stop any task forces to secure the perimeter of the chantry. From the way you both stand, behind the bins, hiding in the darkness of iron, you see the end of Cassandra's legacy. You see all the secrets of the Tremere clan taken away. One of the biggest breach of Masquerade you could possibly ever imagine. A proof that your kind is not safe. Clearly, police is expanding the security perimeter. All of the random people that just stood and watched are being moved. Police is now mixed with Scotland Yard and some kind of private investigation companies that came with plenty of vehicles. They even got an eye in the air. You can see helicopters scooping around. If you would be alive, your heart would be raised now. Your pulse would be fast. Yet your bodies are long dead now, and they do not recall such reactions. All you could do is just look down, and then you looked each other in the eye. With no possible good word, with nothing that you could say that would cheer you up, would. Nothing that would make you feel safe. Even you and even him inside your head. Too much. Inside your head, the voice is speechless. He is also terrified. Just like you.
This is not good.
I think that it would be wise to look for a safe place where we can think for a moment before to go to the Elysium later.
Well, we have lots of places to be. Lots of things to prioritize. What do we do now?
I would like to check on my domain, my mansion, to see if everything is alright.
Not sure it's safe right now.
I have to check.
Yeah, you have to check this. I have to know what the fuck happened with the attic as well.
So, what do you suggest?
Do I have any knowledge about the area?
Briefly, barely. You drive with the GPS through that place a couple of times, yet it's not enough for to call it a knowledge. You know how to get in and how to get out of the area, yeah. But it's not a deep knowledge, no.
Questo tu nel storyteller.
Yes.
Am I still in shadow form or not?
No.
Okay.
I had already sent a message to the prince. I stated that the place was compromised. I informed him about Giuseppe. Also sent a video with that.
Yep.
I saw in the video I saw Giuseppe, correct?
Correct.
He was talking with her. Okay. I don't know if it would be wise to send him a message right now.
So, we have to move. We have the police around here. We can stay.
Well, certainly not forever. The buildings around us, what are they? Residences?
It is old part of Oxford. The buildings around here are at least 3 centuries old. Approximately 4, maybe sometimes 5 stories up.
Okay.
Mostly done by stone and wood. Some of them are republished to the level. Some of them are in the middle of it. And some of them are untouched. The alleys behind you are turning into a roomed garden and spread to the 4 different streets. The lights obviously are fully working and make this place look really nice during the night. Around the other side, there's a main street that is now blocked with plenty of traffic building up, which gonna cause mayhem in a road administration map of Oxford. So, whichever way you're planning to go, probably if you will go by car, you will stuck in traffic somewhere.
I can understand that they will have roads blocked off. They don't want people to see stuff. I don't think that if we tell them to come and get us by car would work that well.
No, we have to move walking.
Do you have any idea about the buildings here?
Question. Do I know the area, considering that I was like...
Well, you remember this area from nearly a century ago, so some streets didn't change, some businesses changed. You know area quite well. You are able to move swiftly, with few surprises maybe on the way when they created a new roundabout or whatever. But yeah.
Okay. And do I know some safe place? Do I live far away from here?
You live far away. Yes.
Okay.
Nearly a whole city distance.
CCTV cameras around?
Nice. Super nice.
Pretty much every little shop got their own CCTV now.
Okay.
Yes.
The rooftops. I can assume that they have some gaps between them.
Yes. Along the main streets, the gaps are little to none. So if you would go through the main road, it's completely passable.
You know what? Since there are lots of cameras around, and well, you can do your own thing, but that doesn't work well enough for me. Maybe we can go through one of those old buildings, and go up to the roofs and travel through there.
Behind you, you heard the voice of Joseph inside your head.
What the fuck? I immediately turn around.
The gardens.
Okay, Joe said we should go through there.
Crazy idea.
And yeah.
You activated unwillingly. Seen the unseen.
Oh, okay.
And you see a Nosferatu on a bench, looking at you.
Oh, he's just chilling there.
He is mummified, you would say?
What?
He's mummified. And all bandages all everywhere except left eye. That is yellow. He have a modern hoodie and loose jeans trousers.
Okay.
Barefoot is also mummified.
Okay.
He realized you looking at him.
Okay. I walk towards him, nonchalantly.
He held his hood like it was a hat, and he tell you morning, that kind of stuff. Like a howdy with a hoodie, if you know what I mean.
Good to see you eye to eye. Who might you be?
I'm a friend of Prince Harry.
Former prince, I'm afraid. Question. Do I remember the guy?
Well, just as a refresher, his name is Boo, and he was your informer.
Yeah, you like... His name is Boo?
Boo.
Is the one who came in my office telling me about Darling, right?
Yes, and he's the one who called you prince before you become a prince.
Oh, also good.
You know each other?
Yes, he's a trusted member of the Masquerade clan.
For a very long time, Mr. Alexei. For a very long time. He stood up.
Mr. Who?
May I assist you, my prince?
Alright.
It will be useful, but I tell you again, I'm not prince anymore. Oxford is a new prince.
Details. We need to go out of here.
But yes, any kind of help will be really appreciated right now.
Follow me, please. He stood up, become visible, and starts walking inside the buildings. And in a moment, on the 4th floor of the building opposite the Chantra, you look into the spacious flat, quite old with tall windows. Very big flat. I mean, like one of the posh ones. You can see that the doors are quite secured. Plenty of tech, computers with few screens. In the kitchen you can see a couple of freezers. Some sort of commercial ones. No flowers. Big curtains on all windows. At least in the living room. Make yourself at home and lay low until the police will go away.
It's a nice place here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Blue.
It belongs to Darling.
My condolences.
If you need any clothes, her wardrobe is all there. If you'd like to refresh yourself, the bathroom's on the left. If you need any blood, I'm afraid the only thing I've got is bags. But you're more than welcome to help yourself.
Again, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I will keep an eye on the second inquisition. You have my number, my prince, if you need.
Do you have any contacts if we need to catch up with you?
Of course. If I can have your device. If I can have your device.
He gives you the phone.
He typed his number inside. Every night of my prince is a night of my own. He bowed to me.
I don't reply because I'm tired to repeat him that I'm not prince anymore, so yeah, whatever. Call me as you please. Said that I go to the bathroom, I refresh myself, and I go to a wardrobe trying to find something that is not like looking to go to the nightclub. Sort of like the most regular clothes I am able to find.
Sure. That's gonna take you a while, crazy-eyed. What are you doing in the meantime?
I would like to check if the guy has... I assume he has some casual clothes.
It's only female dresses over here.
Oh, perfect. I feel so fancy. Nothing that I could use, though.
Not really.
Not any ragged things.
Well, a bathroom gown. That's totally...
Fuck it.
Yeah, it's kind of a Big Lebowski thing.
Okay. I cannot do anything with those, sorry. Does he have any kind of backpack with him?
In the flats, in the house. Yeah, you can find plenty
in the flat,
of
yes.
Some of them are empty, some of them look like a hard drive insides. You can even find one with narcotics and drugs. Some other one.
I would prefer one empty.
You made one empty. Not a problem. An average casual backpack. Update your inventory, please.
Okay.
Did he say that he has blood in the freezer or not? Okay. Yeah, I go there, I open the fridge. See how many.
Well, this is not blood bank blood. It doesn't have like all the stickers on it and official stuff. It's clearly... what you saw confirms that it's Darling place because the people were squished into those bags.
Okay.
Probably with some bits of meat through the meat grinder.
Let's bless those poor souls.
A classy way to fill a bag with blood.
Sometimes it's a bin bag full of blood. Like a black bin bag, 50 liters, with a bits of meats and skin inside of it. It's look nasty and it makes you want to puke and kind of destroy the good image of Darling that you had in your mind.
Okay.
I'm not going to eat sausage anytime soon after that.
Yes, I try to see if I find like the cleanest bag possible with the least pieces of meat possible.
The
And I
smallest one.
attempt. Okay, good. I attempt like a little sip to see how it tastes.
Well, it's frozen. Frozen nearly to the stones.
Oh, blood granita. I like it. Perfect.
It's difficult to finish it and it's disgusting.
I will leave it.
But once you start it, you couldn't stop yourself.
Oh,
Not
okay.
very ladylike. Maybe it's a stress causing it, or maybe it's a hunger, which by the way is on level.
Okay.
What's your level of hunger?
Give me a second.
3.
3.
Oh no. Looks like I don't have any hunger point because I friended like last time, so I am okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. So you
I
managed to
forgot this
restrain
feature.
yourself.
I am okay.
Yeah, you licked that bloody popsicle and you tossed it away. Said, "You're fine."
Okay.
Okay, looks like I will need to go for the granita.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I call you George. There is something here, but it's not the most inviting thing in the world. But if you're hungry, go do the job, I believe.
I can do with anything that I can have right now, really. I saw. I would prefer to avoid the bigger things.
Yes. So I give him a little bag to drink.
So,
I drink from the small bag.
sure. You start to eat that blood, then melting in your mouth. Take it time. You sit down on the couch somewhere and bite into it, and every bite makes you feel little and unimportant, and makes Joseph laugh inside your head. Every single time you move it closer to your mouth, he was laughing louder and louder and louder.
You know what they say, hunger is the best sauce. No matter what you eat, as long as you're hungry. Wait.
You can decrease hunger and increase the disgust to yourself.
Yay, hooray. Alright. I will need a tea after this.
So question, who is out of the house right now, right? To keep an eye on the situation?
You can see the Chancellor through the window.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's...
Is he still around?
Sorry? Bro, you don't see him. No,
Still around?
you don't see him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So for now, still police and still...
Everywhere. And they moving out plenty of crates from the building.
Ah, this is not good. Let's just hope that the other room was closed.
I hope so.
Question.
Yes.
Do I see any device like a TV or a radio?
Yes. Thank you.
I would like to turn them on. I would like to catch on the news. See what's up.
So the news at the moment in local BBC stating about squirrels on water skis. some kind of funny facts about animals and sports.
Okay.
Something else. I zap through.
Sorry, you do what?
I zap through the channels to see if I can find anything useful.
Well, no channel in the local TV or international TV states of what's going on in here. The closest you can get is about a magnetic field that was created outside of Oxford on one of the motorways leading into it, that's causing engines to stop and multiple car crashes between the road of Oxford and Reading.
They created an EMP or something. What the fuck? What about the radio?
Music on and the birthday wishes. You can call and ask them to send the regards and so on.
Yeah, I tell you, this is good. The thing is kept covered.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, but we still need an eye on the situation. What's up?
Just look.
We need to know exactly what we know.
We will have news soon, I believe. Boys out there for this.
Yay, I cannot wait.
Tell me about it.
Okay. What do we do for now?
Do we have any message? Sorry, finish.
We just wait it out.
I just checked if I have like any messages from Mr. Briggs or someone else.
No.
No one. We just wait, I suppose.
You wait a little. Alright.
I will just send a message to the prince saying, laying low. Traffic is heavy. Don't send anyone for now.
He replied immediately. Thank you for your update. Glad you survived. In the meantime, I would say in a louder part of the city, but it's doubtful that any of them is louder than this one. In the middle of the downlands, of the hill of Westgate, there is a club, a private elite club called the House of Roses. Inside of this club, a special elite, the percent of the percent that are welcome, are having fun in any way they desire, in any way they can afford. The biggest and the morally worst brothel in whole England got their own VIP art. Where are you sitting now, Rose?
I think I would have been just having a little walk through, just having a look at what's going on without taking part yet. While also, I should think I received a message from Giuseppe, so I've also kind of been like.
Well, your phone is in front of you. Your sire is 4 or 5 tables away, giving instructions to some kindreds you never saw before, but definitely they are your blood. Plenty of people around, at least downstairs, where you can clearly see all of them, and in many weird positions and situations from everywhere. On the VIP level in here, it's clearly for kindreds only and for the others only, and their puppets, where you can see other vampires, other kindreds, other roses, talking, drinking, and sometimes even praising mortals. You can see celebrities in here, just as big as you are. Well-famous tattoo artist, or posh millionaire party boy who likes the trouble. Plenty of faces you can name without introducing. Plenty of people you've heard of. Plenty of those have opened veins at the moment. Willingly or not. Such an ambient, ruined by the really bad taste of music from your perspective. It makes crowds downstairs jump and having a great time of their life while it lasts. You took your phone and read the message from Giuseppe. While you read through it, somebody put a glass in front of you. A bar staff. A handsome kindred who have a tan, like a sunburn. That is like a first impression, the first thing you can see. He have a curly hairs, brownish with some green bits here and there. Earring on the bottom of the nose and couple in the brow. Slim lips. You smell nice. You have a white shirt, black suit, trousers. And in the glass, crystal glass that is in front of you, you can see blood with something swimming in it. Not exactly sure what.
I pick up the glass.
Miss Hathaway.
Yes?
I haven't seen you here before.
Well, it is my first time.
Welcome to the House of Roses. First, on me.
What have we here?
A red party.
And they are...
So, it's the blood of a ghoul. The best part of drinking it is that it tastes the same to everyone.
Okay. I thank you. And your name is?
Ronnie. I'm the barkeeper here. The doorman, you can call it. The know-it-all kind of guy. So, you are official now.
Sooner than expected, but apparently so.
Are you willing to be a flower or a thorn?
Well, after as many years of work as I have, you learn to be both.
Well, good luck. He looked behind you. His eyebrows dance a little bit on his forehead. And he gets back to work very quickly, which can indicate only one thing. That Oliver is approaching him. And he clearly scared him. Probably without knowing about it.
I turn around.
Oliver, I'll put his elbow on the bar next to you. Miss Hathaway.
I bow my head.
So, the situations look like this. The Tremere and the Nosferatu are fighting in the sewers. plenty of dead on both sides. Second Inquisition is approaching them to finish off whoever will survive. Tin Bloods are now our best chance of surviving, and they're working on 200% to secure everything and get us an info. The Chantra is compromised. George and Katherine. Well, according to Biggs, they are okay. Dr. Reich has been arrested and taken off by a police car. What do you think should be our next step?
I'm surprised you're asking me, I have to say.
I'm asking about your opinion.
Well, from what I gather, there's a lot that could get out about us at the Chantra. I would say we need to contain any information that could leak from having the Chantra compromised, along with making sure that Dr. Reich is kept undercover, as it were.
As much as I care little for that fledgling, she's just a leak. I will agree that a Masquerade had to be upheld. You have to learn one important thing, Rose. Kindred. We hate each other. There is no friends among us. There's only families and assets. I don't think that if the situation would swap, Theodora would pay 2 seconds for your rescue. But the Masquerade is whole. That I will agree with. At least for now. Why it still matters.
What of Giuseppe and Nosferatu? I received a message from him. I take it that means that he's elsewhere.
Why would I care of the Nosferatu?
He's under the impression that we might know where someone who is important to him is. Which,
Nosferatu wants some information from us. That's
evidently so.
awkward. But I know very little about any of these things. I'm afraid. Now, in order to aid the House of Roses to take over the contraband and dangerous materials from the Chantra, you will have your role in it.
Yes, Messiah?
You will connect to the social media in front of the building and start gathering people through the multiple platforms. You're gonna use your social stone to turn them against the police. I'll make sure he look around that other local celebrities can follow. That will gather a crowd and distract the police from the entrance. Maybe we will even be able to do some riot, which is gonna help us well, let's call it what it is, steal it from them. I will inform the prince of our actions. You prepare. If you need any weapons, my arsenal is at your disposal. He started to walk away and then turned like 2 meters away from you and rose. Bloodless this time. Bloodless this time.
Yes, myself.
Enjoy. You start to walk away, reaching for the phone.
Okay. I ask I go to the weapons.
Sure. You walk into the private room, head upstairs. And you walk into the storage of the weapons. Well, quite impressive and definitely illegal room. Filled with many calibers and many size and well, you feel uncomfortable in here. That's for sure. You never see such big storage of weapons, and it reminds you of the Russians. Like few crates that Cyrillica on them. Few crates that Russian signs, which clearly indicated who transported those weapons here. But from the handguns to the guns to the automatic weapons to the really heavy calibers, you can find pretty much everything in here. It's £1 million worth of weapons that could fit that could arm 300 people.
Just guns, or are there any knives?
You can find machetes, knives, vests, kevlars, grenades, flamethrowers. Some of them are like from the 80s. But, yeah, still plenty.
I'll grab a Kevlar vest. I won't get any guns, because I'm not good with guns, and it's easier to hide knives.
Well, it's difficult to hide a Kevlar vest.
Well, yeah. I won't put it on yet, but I will kind of be having a look. But yeah. And then I will send a message to Giuseppe while I remember before I get into the fray of things, saying, don't know about Luan. Sure. We'll keep eyes and ears open though. And then I will exit the uncomfortable full armory with a couple of knives, like, attached to my legs that could be hidden under clothing.
Mm-hmm. Can you give me your stealth and resolve? No, stealth and dexterity. I want to see how well you hide the knives.
Stealth is 2, and my dexterity is 3.
And your hunger?
1.
Sure. 2 successes. You look at yourself in the mirror. Yeah, sure. Invisible. Or at least hidden.
Okay. I will go back to the room where the other celebrities were.
Mm-hmm. You can see that plenty of them are gone or leaving now.
I put down the drink. I don't drink any of the blood that was given to me because I am suspicious of it.
Sure.
But I'll try and do it subtly, as it, like I've got other things to be doing. And what kind of clothing am I in at the moment?
You were in a fresh clothes given to you in here, so probably some kind of modern fashion. Gucci or the same level standard kind of things. Well,
fine to be seen outside.
Yeah, definitely.
Not the House of Roses party stuff.
You're wearing on you like a £10,000 worth of clothing. Starting from the shoes, finishing on the earrings and handbags and whatsoever.
I'll check the battery percent on my phone. Because if I'm going to be using social media alone, 12. I will ask someone if I can go and plug my phone in, because I need to have a bit more advantage than that. I'm going to be using social media to turn people against the police. I'm going to need power. Yeah, I will make my way out of the House of Roses.
The security led you to the other exit, where the car was given to you. One of the cars of Oliver. Black Lamborghini. You have no idea which model. So, classic, low, very Porsche car. Few people around you are walking out through the same exit, talking over the phone. Few of them, again, you recognize from here and there, from TV, or some kind of the actor of the local drama, or some kind of politician, or son of the politician, or famous doctor. This way or another, more than 30 people. Some of them are kindred, some of them are just humans. Are organizing the crowds in front of the Old Oxford Museum.
I'll go towards them and see what's getting said. See how they're
You can get bits of conversations from here and there saying like Black Lives Matters or excessive police force or it's not United States, it's England, how dare they? Or they went out without a warrant, or it's not even the police, or plenty of other fake or real allegations, or doubtful allegations, that are supposed to convince people to go out from the comfort zone and riot against them.
Do I recognise any of these celebrities that may have been to my restaurant?
Plenty. And clearly is that they recognizing you too while they're talking over the phone or talking through their like video conversation. They nod to you and smile. Which means if they recognize you, they mean they ate at you. Or if they smile at you but they are sad, that means that they tried but they didn't get a table.
So, I will start writing up, go onto Facebook and Twitter. I'm guessing I have a Twitter account. If not, I make one.
You definitely do.
Starting off with cannot believe what is going on in the great city of Oxford right now. The police have gone too far this time. That'll be the first kind of tweet I put up about it, which I will also share to Facebook.
I suppose it will be followed by some pictures and some more hate regarding the subject. I would like to test your persuasion and charisma. Persuasion and manipulation, sorry.
Okie dokie. So, manipulation 2, and persuasion 0. Oh dear.
2 dice. 0 successes. You type the messages. I suppose you walk into your car.
Yeah.
The keys are in the engine.
Wonderful. In which case, I will... Is there anywhere I know that I could park the car nearby where all the action's going down?
Definitely you can. You know where will be a side car park away.
I'll drive there so that I can get see if I can get footage of the police doing what they're doing.
Drive. Let me go somewhere else now for a moment. Middle of the street. A red, very British booth with a phone inside. You hold your hand on them and looking after the 13 weirdos that were looking at you. They all got it somewhere, and you cannot see them no more. But the distraction came through when you stopped looking through the roofs. As many people start to get out from their houses and start to go downtown. Quite angry. Some of them with the baseballs, golf clubs. You can sense a fast heartbeat. And that distracts you from the kindreds who followed you. People are passing by, Dr. Raj. They are nervous. These emotions are vibrating in their veins. Makes you feel disgusted about being tempted for the warm blood. What would you like to do to me?
Sorry, can we take a tiny break?
Dr. Raj, what would you like to do?
I'd like to follow the people at a distance to see where they are.
It's difficult to be in distance of them because they are all around. I mean, they're coming in and in from the further neighborhoods. So they are behind you, they are some in front of you.
Well, I would still like to follow where they are going.
Well, they're definitely going to the Chatra, as you are a couple streets away from. You can clearly see that. Helicopter went by the streets, flashing light on people. He starts to shout some words like "Stop police brutality." They scanning now.
I probably won't be able to get a cab around here in this situation.
They are blocking the street.
I'm going to go away from Chandra until I get cleared from the crowds. Trying not to be seen by any police that might show up.
You're going through the small alleys outside of the crowd. To which direction? Outside. You go the opposite. How far do you?
Wherever it is that like the streets are mostly cleared of people, and where I
The nearest car park. Sure. And
I don't really know where to go, so I'm just going to go to the new list.
in like 5 minutes of walk, you could see Rose Hathaway car park, getting out from a brand new Lamborghini. While you are on your phone trying to get a cab. So, 4 or 5 companies stating that there's no cars available due to the mess in the city. Rose, you see Theodora across the street from the car park nearby Chandra.
Wave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to disconnect from the cab service, and I'm going to just pop to this person. Well, I'm Hathaway.
Right, I heard you'd been apprehended.
Oh yes, a bit of an issue. Thankfully, it resolved on a lighter note than I expected it to.
Well, yeah, last I heard, police are taking you in, so it's definitely an advantage to have you out.
Why are you here, Miss Hathaway?
Well, distractionary techniques. Need to take focus away from our side of things and try and cause a bit of a upheaval against the police.
See,
That's how our works. Yes, I have been told by Oliver that Chandra has been taken, so we are trying to distract that.
You could see TV vans. Some like just few of them. Many kind of brands. National. As soon as they park, people get in, they start to live their life. You might be in few backgrounds if you start this situation.
we should probably get away.
Or walk through.
But I am under orders to help with these distractions.
Best of luck.
Do you need
See.
phone, or are you okay? I'm unaware of the location of Lady Katherine and George. I've been told they are safe.
I'll figure it out.
Theodore, your phones.
Yes. Right.
Good evening, Regent. It is not Michelle.
Oh, Sheriff. I should take it from you.
I spoke with your friend as you left in that place.
Yes.
And I need confirmation. You see, I asked him who was the person that told him to hide in your office. And he did not remember what his blood did. I saw a glimpse with his eyes. And I wonder what you can tell me about the kindred they call fate.
Eight. Well, nothing. I'm guessing nothing that you don't really know.
I know very little of local kindred. I would like your regent to create an information asset.
What do you mean with that?
I want you to gather the information.
Of course. I'll be good.
Speak to you soon. Good night. Rose, you've been completely and entirely capable of hearing every word.
Seems.
What's your plan for the night?
I think I'll head to my office. I need to take care of that, and then I'll try to fulfill the wishes.
Do you need any assistance?
I'm sure I'll be able to find transport eventually. No. The only thing I'm lacking is the transport. Which I think we can provide with your orders. So.
How far away from the hospital are we?
Well, that was heading to one downtown, so it's approximately 25 minutes away.
Just one moment. I will take out my phone.
You see 142 posts.
Have a quick glance through those.
Which is not something to be proud of. It could be more, it's usually a bit more.
I will do a quick video capturing the news vans that have arrived, saying people will know the unjustness of what is going on. Just get the visuals of the chaos around.
Sure.
Let's see.
2 successes. Well, this post is going more viral, definitely.
So I put my phone back and I go, well, that buys me a bit of time. I can provide you transportation to your office, but I will have to leave you there and make my way back.
This wouldn't be a If that wouldn't be a problem, then I'd be delighted.
You're dropping off Theodora. So would you like to have a conversation inside the car, or would you like to fast forward?
I'll inform. Yeah, I'll quickly say that I've heard from Giuseppe. So as far as I'm aware, he is around. Other than that, I don't know much about what's going on.
He's still around. I'm gonna need his help reasonably whatever arose.
Do you need his contact details?
For now, I'll manage.
Yes. Christine. Can you both give me your awareness? Result? Rose, you can have your aspects to the full.
Aspects
5
2.
total.
Okay.
2 in aspects.
Theodora, what's your hunger?
1 in.
1. Theodora got 2 successes, and Rose, what's it for?
I've got all R, so I've got 2 for all specs, 1 in awareness. Got heightened senses.
Mm-hmm. And my resolve.
And resolve 2.
That's fine. And your current hunger?
1.
So as much as you start to drive and chat stuff about Giuseppe, first Rose, you heard some sort of falling roof bricks. And you, Theodora, you've been looking out for it. Every now and then checking the back mirror. You are followed by the groups. By a dozen of beings that follow your car. They swiftly jump from the building to a building. With suspicion, one of them might even talk.
That's what we need.
They are in what you would call a safe distance. Unable to reach you. They stop here and there. They definitely not chase. They simply follow.
Yeah, they are. 30 minutes or so.
Following you.
Well, they've shown up after I arrived nearby the chantry. Situation. Now, apparently they are keeping up with the car, which is just.
Would you prefer I stop a little way from the hospital, or take you directly there?
I think it's best if you drop me off a little bit away.
Will do. We'll carry on timing.
And in the most convenient place for both, you arrive in the vehicle and you make a turn and going back. Yeah? Sure. Let me come back to the flat. Oh. Okay. While you've been taking care of yourself, washing the burns, feeding off, healing, and taking off old skin so the new one can be replaced. Changing was a challenge, but from mix and match you got something that, well, it's still not your style, but it's clean, it's nice in the fabrics, and the same color, which is black. So it's suitable, you would say. No luck for you in that one, George, like I said. I'm sorry. It was a single lady flat. You organize yourself in that matter while the noises on the street sides arose. You can hear humankind scattered in anger.
It's like we have some action down there.
Yeah, the gathering. This is what I don't understand.
Have a look.
I go to the window.
You can see 1,000, maybe more. It's difficult to count heads from the fourth floor when you can see crowds and crowds pushing against the police perimeters, attacking police.
Send a message to Boo. Maybe this is our chance to go away.
Maybe. I have something in mind. I send a message to him.
What's the...
People gathered. Probably a riot. What's the status?
No, nothing. Yet.
Doesn't have any clues yet. He has not even taken that. A riot out of the blue.
You heard Giuseppe. Only one plan.
Only one plan. Use more or less like that.
I think we know. We won't about
The Toreadors. Yeah.
manipulating people in this totality. Makes sense.
For years he tried to stall things. Well, who wouldn't like to stall from?
Who wants to steal? We have plenty of power.
Wait.
Stop.
You managed to climb back. Around you maybe some antennas, but not being able to stand as a cover for you. A whole building on the roof, and then another, and the jungle of them on the north side towards the Headington. On your left, a downhill. On your right, access to the riverside. After maybe 5 or 6 next buildings. The kindred is preparing. Patrol. The Bloodsman. What is Dr. Giuseppe?
Fight or do I run? No, I think I'm still going to try and get away and try and use. Can I use blink?
Of course you can. That's going to be
Lovely,
a rest.
yeah.
And you become hungry?
Hunger 2. Okay.
No, hunger 1.
Hunger 1. Oh, because I went down to 0. Okay. Okay. Yep.
Which indicates that you kill a mortal.
Oh, great. Humanity?
You don't remember.
Okay, I'll take that.
Where would you like to drink? Which direction?
I would like to go in the direction of riots and try and escape into the
Back
riots.
to the crowds.
Yeah.
Sure. We're gonna test escaping. So survival plus wits against the resolve and awareness.
So survival 2 and wits 2.
You got 0 successes and a bestial failure.
Oh, great. Oh, boy. Here we go.
They start to run, blink, jump, blink, jump towards that. Until at some level you couldn't see this person behind you anymore jumping. You felt safe, and for a second, of God. Which was the main mistake. As you walk in towards the exit from the rooftops, access downstairs, she appeared from nowhere and impaled you by your stomach, lifting you up above her head. Marked 3 superficial damage that you cannot parry. Did you still survive that?
Yep.
Okay. That was the moment that the beast took over again, but something weird happened because you start to scream. You scream arouse. You start to see everything in red. You went to a frenzy, but you still controlled yourself. You still remember every second of it. Your scream went supersonic, just like the other day, the other night, in Malik's Haven. The kindred dropped, the spear of blood dropped and splashed. You landed again on a roof, and all you could see is a ginger girl, some little boy, and Arthur ripping her head off, ripping her limbs, legs, ashing her, and disappearing.
I look around and see if anything else is coming towards this.
This is what you're looking at. This is the size of the hole in your stomach that you can see through your Gucci jacket, Chanel blouse, and the rest of your spine that is crushed and doesn't allow you to move your leg. The amounts of pain that you are in are covered by what you just saw and how you saw it, how you get in touch with your beast, and how the spirits do your bidding. And that you saw Arthur again, That was beyond your expectations. Left you speechless. A little bit broken. Perhaps. It took you a good 25 minutes of focus and struggle to regenerate the damage. And increasingly harder to feel as a cost of your healing factor. But you can move again.
While reaching for my phone, I'm muttering, I'm sorry, Arthur. Partially kind of feeling broken inside at the idea of him doing that. Someone. And the idea that this is not what he would have wanted for me.
And this was beyond he ripped the head off her.
I'm more in combat with the image that I have of him in my head before that happened, so I'm mortified and disgusted. Confused, but I will respond to Oliver.
Somebody grabbed your phone to sit up the street. From the building. Quicker than you could ever expect it. You saw your phone flying, hitting the building and falling into your pieces on the street, 12 levels below. Fuck it, yeah? You look at the person who done that, like, maybe you are still dizzy out of what just happened. You see Mortimer. A child. Maybe 16, 17 years old. In a suit. 3 pieces. Black pants. You remember him when you gave him the note he called your hand from the meeting of the college and that he was invited to. No more. No more words. You belong to us. You are our blood.
How do you mean I'm your blood?
Your mother is my daughter. You are the real blood of Giorgos.
Instantly.
Your cousin also. Your father was princess. But we summoned your mother. She's one of us. So it's
What?
who you're supposed to be. It is written in your destiny to be a kindred. Yet, by this treacherous cunts, you are to reorder.
Mom? She's...
She's fulfilling her destiny within the
Where is
spirit
she?
world. Say, where she belongs with her family.
With her Surely you know how long it's been since. And she's been around.
You know how the Masquerade works. She couldn't tell you. But believe me, as much as the anger will extinguish with time, you will see that you belong to us more than you could ever possibly imagine. That's why I told you to kill her, so she can be your guide. That's why I show you how to summon a brave. And there is way much more that Katherine can show. The doors stand open for you. We decided. Rose Hathaway. We still consider you family. But Oliver Lestrade must die.
The House of Roses, they won't. They're too big. There are many of them. And they will follow him.
Belongs only to those who are willing to go low enough to lift it. Yes, Lestrade is powerful. That doesn't make a difference to us, and it shouldn't to you.
I want to see her.
You can. Not until the Oxford will be safe enough for her to come here.
How do we make Oxford safe?
I said it. But Rose, being one of us is not easy. And it's the only reason why Lestrade embraced you and holding to you. He considered you to be his secret weapon, his tool. His, how he called that, his asset. All the rest lie in your hands. But I sincerely hope that deep inside your heart you are still living Rose, who you looked after during the deep dark nights, while Arthur was making your food in the attic of your grandma's place. Kindreds and Canaanites may call themselves a family, but it's just an empty word with their filthy mouths. In all vampires' lives and unlives, there's only one family, and it's us. They branded you as wolves. But after all, you are undead rose. And whatever is undead, it belongs to us. He disappeared in front of you. He vanished like he was never there. He's gone.
I fall to my knees. Did he leave anything in his wake? Or just disappeared?
Vanished. He's gone. He's not there. He was never there. There's not even a footprint. Like he was a ghost.
Will try and make my way down from the rooftops.
Sure.
I'm feeling too exposed.
Let me check on everybody else. Theodora, the moment you saw other people, humans and alike, you feel way much more comfortable. You join the active part of the hospital that are in use with electricity and lights, and you feel way much better now. What is it you would like to do?
I would like to take out my phone. I would like to send a message to Giorgos, saying, information urgently needed. Rendezvous with you and Katherine? Question mark.
Sure. Let me just jump to them. So, George and Katherine, you start to follow north towards the place that Amanda is talked to. While you receive a message stated by English, do you reply or do you ignore?
What does he say?
Can you repeat to you?
Information urgently needed. Rendezvous with you and Lady Katherine? Question mark.
New tower.
Okay.
Know the place? Question mark.
Yes. I'm gonna call myself a cab to the museum then.
Sure. No worries. So let me get to George and Katherine. Approximately a meter in front of you, Noor is walking through the underground corridors, where you can clearly see the cabling outside of the walls. After every 5-6 meters, a crate with a lamp. You can see your target at the end of the corridor, the metal doors. In a moment, he definitely left the building, stating how far you went off from the property underneath the ground. You walked in to the end of the corridor. She opened the doors that are approximately that thick. And without a certain level of potency, you wouldn't be able to open them. So once they shut, they're shut. Inside, there's a woman woman that you know very well. She didn't age a day. Katherine, you see this person for the first time in your life, and unlike. George. You can hear a whispering of Joseph. You can hear the whispering of Joseph. Barely, but still, he seems to be praying, or doing some kind of mantra. But he's present, which gives you a bit of confidence. The woman is laying on the floor, tossed like a bag of potatoes, with a stake inside her heart. She looks innocent. If you look on her and know her, she looks like a victim. She's dressed in a trench coat. She got high heels, some kind of leather trousers, top. She has plenty of holes for weapons, knives, stakes, yet all of them are empty. No weapons with her. You close the door. The doors are shut.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm sleeping.
You activate
Link.
link. Sure. To whom? To Julie. You can hear his breath. You can hear his breath.
Maybe I do not interrupt you. If you want to speak.
You came here for my guidance.
But
The most healthiest thing you can do is kick that stake forward.
and will that hit the memories out the other side?
No. That will make them disappear.
And what remains then?
Only you. But if you think that you want to know the truth, well, you're in the best place.
Okay.
Just make sure the sheriff will disappear.
The sheriff will not disappear?
Make sure she will obfuscate. Amanda will not talk with the witness.
I see. So, Moore is inside here with us.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. I come back. Alright, here is the plan. Moore, she will not be willing to talk with witnesses nearby.
I will wait outside. She starts opening the muscle tools.
I should definitely go.
No.
Yeah, I get.
Alright. The door's closed behind her again. And now you are locked in here with Amanda and without a nerve, which is less comfortable than you would say.
Alright. I will have to remove the stake, so.
I will stay behind there just in case.
How about we. There is no furniture in there, it's just the cell.
Yeah, empty. Place is completely empty.
You do not have anything to constrain your arms and legs while I am sleeping.
No.
Well, I may have something.
You got La Sombra.
I got the La Sombra and I also have the collar. I'll go with that. I will use the collar to tie your hands, at least.
But I'm not sure. Could I use my disciplines here?
You are definitely off the Elysium. You are out of the property.
Would you like do I help with that? Some tentacles to be...
More than welcome, yes, thank you.
Yeah. I evocate as much tentacles as I can and the wrapper as a ramen.
What's your hunger?
0.
0. 1. You didn't murder anyone, haven't you?
What? Sorry?
1. Or 0.
Yes.
1 or 0.
Mine is 0.
Okay.
Yours is?
Oh, sorry. No. 2.
Cool. So, Katherine, you successfully created tentacles. Please increase your hunger to 1.
Okay. I'm sorry. My hunger was 1. I didn't check. I didn't remember about... do the roll again. Sorry.
So increase it to 2. No worries.
Okay.
Yeah. Smooches make people hungry.
Okay.
She lifts her up, restraining her hands, her legs, releasing her torso. Only her torso, her breasts, and her head is visible. All the rest is covered by the shadows.
I remove the stick.
You could see how the pale skin blushed again with life. She looks almost like a human. Soft, warm skin. Few tears. Not tears. Maybe normal tears. Something like the experience was painful for her. She got her breath. She lifts her eyes. For a second, she looked at Katherine. Her eyebrows merged like in confusion. Then she looked at you, at your heart, at your bandages. Alexia,
why is everyone calling me?
yeah.
I Amanda.
Long time no see, darling.
Long time indeed. Please refresh my memory.
When
was
last time on Inside Shadow? When I sent you here.
after Athens, I guess.
Sorry, could you speak a little bit louder? I can hear you.
After Athens, I guess.
Athens were centuries ago.
What am I talking about? What am I talking about is I don't know who the hell I am.
That's your decision, isn't it?
Huh?
You want it.
Well,
Free.
am
You
I?
are.
I would like to have my advice. Thank you.
And you think I've got one? Well, maybe I do. Some.
Yes, you do.
They're not on me, sorry. They're in my haven.
What is in your haven, sir?
Your memories.
Like top shelf, bottom shelf, whatever.
I put few in every single blood stage in the city.
Wow.
So it will be easier to recognize them. All of them gonna introduce us. Georgos did not cooperate.
Yeah.
Because all of them will have a part of me.
What's with all the bloodsheds? What's with all the people? What's with Jezebel? What's with all that?
They hurt you a lot. And they merge you with Crazy Eye Joseph. You can take out that silly hat, doesn't suit you.
I mean, just stick to it. I like this thing. It's a bit eccentric. I like it. Goes well with the psychologist.
You're not even a psychologist. She smiled, and the smile was honest.
Newsflash!
You are a butcher of Talmanea of the Sabbath.
How am I the butcher?
You are the soldier.
Talk with the butcher.
You are the predator. You are a sergeant. Of eyes. Okay.
What's with the cult of the Masquerade?
An elder god. One that will help us erase all of the elders. One that we can use in jihad. One that is ever hungry. Thank you, by the way, for raising her. Our older will praise your name.
Nothing about that.
I surely will not. You are my child, and therefore your mission accomplished equals glory to me too. I was never prouder.
How about the dear lady here?
I don't know who it is.
What does it have to do with my memories?
You tell me. Honest to the fucking cane, I never saw that bitch before, ever. So
I tightened a little bit. So harder.
Thank you.
A little bit now.
So could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Lady Katherine Harrow, and considering that Georgios is sure that I'm his wife from his past life, you should know who I am.
I didn't implement identity on you.
Oh, so how do I have fake ID? Fake memory?
Guillermo did.
Oh, Guillermo can pull such tricks now. Really, Poppy?
No. He forced me to do it.
Ah, now we're talking. Thank you so much for that.
But I didn't know what I'm implementing.
How on earth do you provide a brain surgery without knowing what the hell you're doing?
I'm just implementing what I've been told to. You know how it is to be a soldier. Come on. You do orders. You don't ask questions. Maybe if you would be more bloodlusted, then Guillermo would be out of his throne and I would sit on it, which would benefit both of us, my dear.
That's your problem. At this point,
If you think Guillermo is my problem, well, good for you. Because you're such a friends and mates, right? You're gonna show up in here and you're gonna go for a pint? Guillermo, is that your problem?
Exactly. You do not help me in that.
I'm not here to help.
Hmm?
I'm not here to help. You are
What?
here to help. And we both know that at the end of this conversation, you will end me. This is a natural cycle inside the Sabbath. You kill your elders. You open the gate of the jihad. I'm gonna just tell you that there were times when we were killing arm to arm, hunting every night. There were times you would drink from my veins. Shame you don't remember that. Shame your humanity is standing.
Maybe I sense my mood. Who knows?
Joseph,
Do I... No. What? I remember nothing. At this point, I can only rely on external validation of what has happened to figure out what I am. So, by all means, enlighten me.
you are an eye of the cane. The butcher. My child.
Yet for some reason, when I leave, I happen to talk.
Because you're not to the wrong place.
Do I need an IP for that?
All you have to do is take out the eye of the Malka.
Well, maybe I will experiment with that at some point, but not tonight.
Rather you do that before him to do it. I mean the other one.
I did not hear what you said.
Better now than before he will do it. I mean the other one. He arrived, looks like, under my invitation.
Oh,
Your brother. Oh, you know who I'm talking about. You cannot not remember him. He's the one who shoot off Joseph's eye. He's the one who make Alexander go crazy jealous. He's the one that make Tate go out of the control. He's the one who make Veddartha die. The big traitor. I'm sure you're gonna know and you're gonna say. I'm sure somewhere in the back of your head you remember a person who devastated your life, a guy who turned everything you loved to dust. You even accused me of loving him more than you. You remember crazy man and many of fire eyes. I'm sure if you value anything in that lady Harrow you said sorry over here, he will shoot her dead straight in her heart in your very eyes the moment he will realize that she's important to you. You know what? You don't. Just to make you smile, puppet.
What do you know about Cassandra and the abuse?
Cassandra,
Yeah.
just another target. Just another order.
Mm. What about it? Judge. You always need to be captive.
I would whisper.
Everything that I do.
As much as what you do is treason. I'm completely used to you changing the flag.
Man with no memory needs feel no shame.
Be careful, Giuseppe. Be very, very careful, my child.
Right.
All the nasty things I've done in my own life, it was to protect you from her. And she paid great interest to you. She always envied you. Or rather, me, of having you. You would be a great tool to her. Well, maybe not in your actual shape right now. You look like shit. Well, you
I
see
go with-
greater days, that's my thing.
I saw some paint back in the what century there? You were in some
Yeah.
time.
Well, what can I say? Girl gotta pay the bills, right?
Sometimes things. What the fuck should I do?
Well, only two things gonna happen. Either you're gonna drink my soul, or Prince will.
Alright, that's to hear on the It's a lose-lose situation. You can
For me.
fight over
I will join the Red Mist. And I shall see you in when you're gonna join. When you're gonna evolve from what you are to what you become. There's a great way, but you're nearly there. And don't be afraid when your spine will separate from your body. It's a good signal that the blood of Cain evolving in your veins, and your spirit will get wings, and you shall fly with your brothers towards the light. I know it's not your decision, and I know you are afraid. You develop new friendships, should have got Katherine. You believe they are important to you. You think you've got family. You don't.
I use the help.
I
But I don't know.
I am the only creature you cared for the last 6 centuries.
Prove it. Show me the fucking memories.
If
Show
my
them.
kiss will not remind you anything, then I'm powerless. Your memories will shatter, but your heart will disappear. So other Arcadians can join the link and become him.
You use them as best.
Not me. My king. I am just a pawn on chess. So, that doesn't mean I don't have friends. That doesn't mean I don't care for you.
I hate this. So,
But I don't think you can have more from her anyway.
no, yeah. Let's put this. I took that seat quite firmly. Her lips, and I have to do the premonition.
You see her laughing. While she's standing here, still in shadows, she's laughing. In your premonition.
Is that all you have to give? That's it?
And what are you doing?
a chance to reconsider.
That's what I thought. Big pile of nothing mixed with some bullshit.
I cannot do anything else for you. Yes?
I didn't expect you to do anything for me. Go to Zoltan. Beg for mercy. Ask him to let you out of Oxford. And run while you still can.
Why should I do that?
Because you are not faithful anymore.
And he's faithful to who?
So she shall see you as enemy.
And Sultan is faithful to her?
What time if you want?
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
With time, everyone will.
I put the stake back in.
You felt weird tinkling in your brain when you stick
Tingling.
tingling in your brain. Yes, it's like Joseph went frenzy inside your head, but you did not. You got a headache from the fact that you staked her. Like, you've done something completely against your nature, against your instincts. And Joseph is suffering the consequences of your decision instead of you.
Hey, you're right in there?
You can hear his screams, like he's burning alive.
Okay. I don't... No, the guy is screaming inside my head. He's suffering.
You should be happy.
Oh, I don't know.
I release the tentacles of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This state can get stroked.
I kneel down over her body.
Mm-hmm. Top model body. If
Huh?
that's what you top model body, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, thank you for the information. But, staking her felt against my nature.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What would be in my nature to do?
You're not exactly sure.
I gotta do this, don't I?
What? No.
What do I do?
We go.
What the fuck you waiting for?
Joseph?
What the actual fuck?
It's num time then?
And
Don't have the ability to do anything.
now, while I'm still being able to hold her,
I would like to do something.
Of course. What's that?
I will bite her. I will take some of the blood to quench myself. And
What's your
then I'm
current
going
hunger?
to-
2 dice, 2 hunger. 1 6. A warm, soft skin that broke underneath your fangs is very much more than familiar. You remember biting the snake many times, on many occasions. You don't know, you forgot how long. Her blood is like a liquid madness. It's a ride, it's a roller coaster of emotions. It's sad and happy and confusing at the same time, and hilarious and spontaneous and energizing. Not only you, but you can restore any willpower spent. Her blood is what they called in the old days ambrosia. Her blood is so specific, so unique, that only the strongest can have it.
Oof.
It took a lot of force and focus to stop drinking it. Katherine, are you helping him stopping?
Yes. Yes,
Only force like your wife's hand on you could stop you from it.
Only,
like I exactly.
only the force, like your wife's hand on you, could stop you from it. As now, through that roller coaster of madness, you see clearly that Katherine's name is not Harold, and her name is not Katherine. It's Katarina. Katarina di Marco Polo. And the involvement of Tsimitsi is obvious in here, which leads to why there's a differences in it. And her memory could be implanted way much more easily than yours. You remember your wedding when you look at her. You remember the childbirth of Nikki. You remember your life, names of the people from your workplace, driver, your nanny, your parents, your first kiss, your first breakup. Nothing is able to convince you that you are not Giorgos. Everything else is a lie.
You look at me like that.
You are Katherine.
You know that there is no my name.
Yeah, whatever.
He seems
Why
to
are
be
you-
drunk.
Mm-hmm.
He acts like he's drunk. Or he's high.
You have too much blood on your side, I suppose, and powerful.
Baby, I'm as high as a fucking kite at this moment.
Let's go out of here, don't we? Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
He made a step and he fell.
Oh, I just give a good fucking kick on the stake.
Like I said, you stand up and you fell. Completely unconscious.
Like
And
he
you
passed
fell.
out drunk.
Is unconscious like gone?
People always put something in my drink.
Good. I go to knock to the door.
The door starts to open and you can see more.
Time out. There is like a
The doors open and then Noor walk in. She looked at George. She looked at you.
too many emotions, I believe. We're done anyway.
She let you out.
I think I grab Giorgio for a feet and I keep it away with me.
Door is nice.
Yes. Because I don't know, I am strong enough to carry him.
With no problem.
Okay. So I do that.
Don't worry, baby, I got a strong feeling.
Yes, that's all. Yeah, so I carry him if I can.
Where to?
Where to? We are practically in another building, right?
You are
So-
underground, yeah.
Okay, so I think to the elevator. I'm following
Sure.
the sheriff and
So you're being shown the way, which is only one corridor straight. You close the door, you start walking, and in like 15 minutes, you get to the elevator, up to the witch store, to the reception, or to the prince's office. You don't know any much more about it. But no, I think the elevator opened on the ground floor where you can see Theodora Rai freshly approaching the elevator. Theodora inside the elevator, you can see Katherine, Harrow, and Crazy Eight George unconscious.
good evening, Theodora.
What?
It's a long story. We had a lovely conversation with Mistress Amanda.
How did that go?
I feel it easy because of the blood, don't worry. I think it's alright. I try to waking up, like shaking his face a little bit. George.
He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
He's dead.
Nice.
Just like Joseph is.
Wait a minute. When Joseph was in occasion,
Just like Fate was. Dead corpse with no response. With zero heartbeat. With zero response. And by slapping him multiple times in the face and trying to tempt him with blood, is zero reaction.
he drank the blood of his sire, and something is wrong. I think he got infected. We have to do something. Let's go. Let's find a place. I need to drain him from the blood. I need to do something. Maybe it's better if we ask the prince. Let's go up.
It might be.
You coming into the sheriff's office, into the prince's office. I suppose.
Yes.
Storming in like emergency, and you saw Sheriff, Sheriff Prince sitting down with Oliver, having chit chat and drinks. Both stood up when you walked in, storming with Theodora behind you and between you two holding legs of George, who is unconscious.
We apologize for the intrusion.
Oliver nod. Bow to Katherine.
I bow as well.
There seems to be an issue of rather urgent matter.
Prince nodded his head and Oliver came. He bent down.
I need to drain him from the blood. We need to free him from the blood in his body.
Transfusion won't help. We'll try to be safe.
What can we do?
Where is my child? He looked at you. You're whispering to Katherine. He's kneeling next to George. He looked at you and he asked, "Where is my child?"
We weren't together. I don't know where she is.
You called
We didn't-
the Russian gate. Now there's no connection with her. Her phone is not responsible.
Big pleasure for everything, you.
You had a grudge with her, you attacked her, and now her phone is unreachable. Have you heard her?
We had the discussion a couple of nights ago. If you saw her afterward, it means that the phone was still okay in the situation. I don't know where Rolf is.
Please take care of. He lifted up. He stopped walking.
I follow him.
He stopped walking out again. Just bow to the prince.
Of course, yes, I bow to the prince.
Really, like, text me? I shall. I shall. Theodora, are you following the rest?
I bow to the prince and I follow out the door.
So all four of you stuck in a small elevator that went down. Then he started walking out with him, and he placed him inside the car.
Okay. I entered the car like no.
He opened the doors for you. Not a problem. Theodora, you also get in the car. Then he moved inside and start driving towards the house.
I asked him, why do you need Rose for this?
I'm simply worried about my friend. And I know you are not very fond of her.
Forgive me if I have my reasons.
So, the first impression is that you heard her.
Anything. Until...
I've seen her today, tonight.
Oh.
She gave me a lift to the JR hospital before heading back to the place of the riot.
So something must happen to her inside the riot. You stop the car in the mid-town, like very spontaneously. Turn off the engine. Does any one of you know Viego?
Diego?
Viego.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Alright. He started ringing again. So he's not our friend. Wonder why he some Tremors on the roof that are following us. He looked at you from the mirror. There we got an answer. Why there's Tremors from Reading following you?
I noticed them. So did Miss Hathaway when we were driving. They seem to be following me, but they haven't shown any sign of hostility.
Well, lucky enough I know how to use them. He starts to speeding up. You could say them drive like crazy. But it's not what it's crazy. The most craziest thing is George, you all. But that's inside. You open your eyes in some kind of a stomach that you are. The walls of the place you're in are built from the biological matter. You are on some sort of island in the middle of the acid around you. And you can see next to you Joseph, alive and well. He was clearly trying to make war. You look like shit. You are naked and burned from probably this acid. So is he.
What the fuck happened?
Welcome to the Red Mist. At least I will have some company for it.
Good to see you again, I guess.
You don't have a hat to give him.
Come on, I really like this one.
I have mine. Peace to that. What gets you?
Do I check? I want to check for my eye.
It's your eye.
Okay. At least I can put this off for me.
Yes, you can.
The fuck happened? You said blood, wasn't it?
The juice of what? Why the fuck would you drink? Bastard. He pushed you. Like with it. He's really pissed off at you.
Like,
Oi, mate! How the fuck did you do that?
that's the second time you asked me why I did something. The same night.
I haven't talked with you since pretty much in the meeting. What the fuck?
Well, I had my doubts.
I have my doubts. We might just get out from here. Just. Maybe. We got one chance. I'm not gonna allow you to fuck it off. So listen to me. Obey
You're the
me.
cop.
And no more shenanigans.
Alright.
Thank you very much. for joining us in the Oxford by Night. It's a pleasure. We shall catch up with you soon.